But Fred, you said something about not keeping information any longer than you have to. So
Right.
perhaps both of you gentlemen could tell a little bit about like what you do need to hold on to versus what you should get rid of just for the sake of safety. Like what can you give us some examples of things that people, document stuff that people might hold on to that really ought not to be?
Fred, you want to start?
Sure. Yeah. So, so typically, let's just take New York State law, which we know, we're not attorneys, but I do happen to know about a little bit more about document retention.
And this is all not legal advice. This
Not
is
legal
your
advice,
opinion.
not
This is
legal
Fred
advice, but
speaking for Fred.
but
Right.
we know that in New York State, for argument's sake, contract disputes are available for 6 years after it happens, right?
Okay.
So once an owner sells and leaves the property, right? Take all their information, put it all in one place, mark it for destruction 6 years later. Don't keep it longer than you have to. That's sort of like a really good example. A more difficult one sometimes is about vendors. We keep, with vendors, you'd be surprised how much information we have on vendors. We often have their taxpayer ID number for one reason or another. We often have payment information. We may have bank account information to pay them and things like that. If you're not using a vendor anymore, dump their information after 6 years. You have no reason to keep it. So understand what you need to keep and how long you need to keep it, and then have a plan to get rid of it. So that there are some document retention guides you can get. Talk to your attorney. They're the ones who'll actually be able to give you legal advice on this, and then put together a plan, implement it, and then follow it. It should be something that's looked at least annually. What do we have? Why are we keeping things that are 20 years old? I don't need the W-2s from 2008. I can destroy the W-2s from 2008.